Mark, you've become the love of my life and my best friend in such little time. I love looking back at the story God has written for us and all the memories that we have had thus far, and cannot wait to make more with you. You came into my life when I least expected it, and it could not have been a more perfect time. Meeting at young adults and having to sit next to each other because there were no more seats, and was wishing one of us would be able to start up a conversation, was only the beginning of a wonderful forever with you. You're everything I asked for and more. I love how young at heart you are. There's never a moment of dullness with you. I fall more in love with you every day and love how much you seek after God. I'm in awe watching you worship Him and how much you love music. I'm confident you will be a wonderful father to our children someday and cannot wait to stand by your side and watch you show them what a godly man looks like. I love seeing how you express your love for the people you care about. You also make me feel like the most important and loved person in the world. I cannot be more grateful for how well you get along with my family, as that's something I've always prayed for. I'm glad this day is finally here, 364 days of waiting since you asked me to marry you, and we're finally here. We both knew so much earlier than that, though. We knew about a month into dating, and I think you have asked me to go to the courthouse every day since then. Well, no need to ask anymore because we're here, soon to be walking down the aisle. I'm glad to be standing next to you and marrying you on this day and do life together from here on out. I vow to be here with you through the good times and the bad, through the highs and the lows. I will stand by you. I will give you my heart and soul from this day forward. I love you, Mark Tracy, from now till forever.
My love, it seems like it was just yesterday. I'd asked God to send me the one who I'd spend the rest of my life with. He taught me how to be patient in the little things, how to choose love. He taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable with somebody. My love, you are simply the one who made me better. You have helped me grow in so many ways. I started to trust more confidently because of you. I used to be doubtful in my decisions, but since I've had you by my side, I've been more confident knowing that we're in this life together. You simply understand that the tomorrow is better than the today me. You were simply you, and it was beautiful. So much, in fact, that I went home on that fateful Sunday afternoon and declared without a doubt in my mind, and the most confidence my family had ever seen in me, that I will marry her someday. And 5 months later, we were engaged. Every moment we have spent together has been one experience after the other, whether it's breaking all the tea urns we can get our fingers on, or simply enjoying each other's presence. Absolutely no moment is wasted when we're together. I've seen you grow so much in such a short time. You no longer hide your natural beauty. You aren't afraid to laugh and be silly with me. It's the small things, it's the small smiles and the endless kisses that let me know that I am truly loved. I'm truly so grateful for you. I know we still have a lot more tears to shed, laughs to be had, songs to be sung. And there is no one who I'd rather spend my life with than you. My honey, my darling, my beautiful wife, my love. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Eternity seems like such a short time spent together. There's so much more in store for us. I love you till forever and always, my love. Your husband, Mark Tracy Jr.
Mark, I've watched you grow from a child to a young man into your fedora stage. And I won't lie, it was touch and go there for a minute, and we weren't sure you were going to make it out. And then all of a sudden, you were a whole man, a responsible adult, working in a great career with passions and hobbies and a full-on ministry. Your prophetic voice has grown and is becoming a force to be reckoned with, which will one day move mountains. Courtney, I've known you a far shorter time, so I won't presume too much, but in observing you, I was reminded of the image of a water lily. Though it sits on the water, its roots pass through the water and into the ground below. On the surface, it rises and falls with grace among the ripples and the waves, and yet in the water it remains steadfast. Mark, your prophetic calling makes you a force to be reckoned with. It's rare that you are not noted or heard in any room that you enter. Your voice makes change. It crushes and it builds. But the curse of the prophetic voice tends to be that the highs are high and the lows are low. You will most likely experience incredible, at times unearned self-assurance, followed by waves of self-loathing or doubt, unsure you were really called for anything. Courtney, like the water lily, I see you as finding your way to ride the waves of life and making it look easy with your calm and graceful demeanor. However, with your roots deep, you hold steadfast. Though on the outside it will not be easy to tell the work that you are doing, you will be an anchor for this relationship, for Mark and for the two of yours ministry. But if you will both stay close to Jesus and stay close to each other through everything, the very pillars of hell will quake under the weight of your ministry together. And with that, Mark, do you take Courtney to be your wedded wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to her for as long as you both shall live? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Courtney, do you take Mark to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him for as long as you both shall live? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Mark, if you'd repeat after me. In the name of God, I, Mark, take you, Courtney, to be my wife.
In the name of God, I, Mark, take you, Courtney, to be my wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold to this day forward.
For better or worse, for richer or poorer.
For better, for worse, for rich or poor.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health, and to love, to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
Courtney, if you'd repeat after me. In the name of God, I, Courtney, take you, Mark, to be my husband.
In the name of God, I, Courtney, take you, Mark, to be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
Do we have rings? Mark, as you place the ring on Courtney's finger, repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my everlasting love for you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my everlasting love for you.
Ten-minute break. You know, there was a young man, Frodo, who had an issue with a ring once. Courtney, as you place the ring on Mark's finger, repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my everlasting love for you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my everlasting love for you.
Ah, she's better at this. Get used to it. Now, if you're ready, are you ready?
I've only been ready all day, man.
Mark, you may kiss the bride. All right. And it is distinctly my honor to be the first to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Mark Tracy.
Hi everyone, Thank you for coming out to the most important day of my brother's life. My name is Calvin, and I'm the best man. Nice. Every time Mark talks about Courtney, he has this lit up smile. It was amazing to watch them date and get to know one another. He knew he wanted to marry Courtney very early on. I mean, you all know. That's because Courtney added to his life in a way that only one he was to marry could. She brought joy, love, wisdom, and passion, and even though his farts could clear a room, she said yes. So hopefully she knows what she's getting into. But if you have been around Mark, you know why she said yes. This man is a loving, kind, dedicated to anything he sets his mind to, protective, hilarious, and a strong and amazing man of God. The kind of man you want in your life when things go sideways, and a role model to those he is around. I know because he inspires me constantly. I love these two, and I'm so happy to be here on their most important day. Welcome to the family, Courtney. We are crazy, mixed bag, but the best family I could have ever asked for. Love you both.
It's my turn next.
Well, good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, and thank you, Logan, I'm Caitlin, the very proud little sister of the beautiful bride. Courtney, I can't believe we've grown up and your wedding day is already here. I know we've both dreamed of our wedding day since we were little. Everything from what kind of dress we wear to what flowers we choose, and even to the men of God we each would marry. Mark, I don't exactly know the first time I met you, but the one thing I do remember and have continued to witness are the ways in which you intentionally love and care for my sister. In Ephesians 5:25, it says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." And I can confidently say that this is evident and that your desire is to love Courtney as Christ loves the church, and that is truly a beautiful thing to see. And with that being said, I would like to now raise a toast to Courtney and Mark, the bride and groom, and the beautiful work that the Lord has already done and continues to do with their new life together. May your eyes always be lifted, always be filled with hope, and your hearts with love for the Lord, for one another, and for every person in your life today and for all of your tomorrows. You guys can use your plastic cups.